Yo, people, welcome back to another episode of Benchviews Sport TV pod with myself, Tyler.
And your boy, Simba.
You know, we missed last week because a couple man were down and out with the vid.
Yeah, man.
But we back.
Marion got me,
we
man.
back. You know, a couple members are still out, but we back. We move. You know, long weekend as well anyway. First and foremost, Lewis Hamilton. Jesus Christ. I'm not even going to start on it, but I just want to say...
Robbed, man.
Robbed. Yeah? Anyway, let's get on to the football, man. Your team doing your thing yesterday, 3-2 against Leeds.
Yeah,
Man City just snuck a little 3 points in against Wolves yesterday.
Got lucky still.
My team, we snuck a little 3 points in against Villa.
Yesterday was all about the penalties, man.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Even Man United as well, their little 1-0 penalty as well. Arsenal, though, 3-0.
It was convincing still. It was all right.
They done their thing still. And the Leicester today as well, they also done their thing against a
struggling
Newcastle, struggling. But without further ado, man, let's get straight into it and start off with your team, Chelsea. In fact, hold on. I got to say something. Your team, Chelsea, lost last week to West Ham. Man rolls in here with a West Ham quarter zip on.
You know what it is, yeah? There's no rules.
I want to know where you bought that from.
I didn't buy it, innit? Someone gave it to me, innit? So obviously I wouldn't buy I wouldn't buy something that's not Chelsea merch, innit? But if it's gifted to me, I'm going to represent.
So let me get this straight. Is this like a bet you lost? And you had to wear it on the pod, or?
You know what? This wasn't even a bet. I just wanted to wear a football jumper, and I just slapped this on.
Fairs. All right, then, man. Oh, look.
Shout out the Hammers, innit? Shout out the Hammers.
Yeah, West Ham, you man are doing your thing.
Come on.
You man are doing. You see, still mate today, but you man are doing your thing. Anyway, 3-2 yesterday against Leeds. How you feeling about the game? Bare penalties. Jorginho come up clutch for you, man.
Clutch, but I can't lie, it wasn't convincing at all, man. We're in like bad shape right now, man. We caught life yesterday, innit? We got lucky. Rudiger was a nuisance throughout the whole game. He's a problem, innit? I'm hearing that he might be on 400 bags a week or something. Yeah,
Rudiger,
because his contract ends at the end of the season, free agent. I don't know where it was or where he's gonna go, but they're talking about him earning 400 bags a week.
And again, Ramsey done it, so
yeah. So boy, I don't know, for that type of money, I'd probably leave as well. But I'm hoping he stays because won us 2 penalties. Mount with a good goal at the beginning as well. But I can't lie, Leeds has spells, man.
Let me chat to you about something though. See Rudiger, yeah.
Yeah, man.
If I was a footballer, yeah, and you try to run up to me and grips me like that, we're going to throw hands, me and you, fam, because. See the way he kind of cheek trying to back this beef.
He ran all the way from there, you know.
Straight.
He didn't even know what was going on.
No one's there. He just saw a little mix up and said, "Yeah, I'm involved." And don't get me wrong, I'm a teammate. Sick, innit? Yeah, but you see me, the way he's all pushing up on man and that, grips him man up. I'm not having that.
But you know what? Guys don't want to with Rudiger. Rudiger, low key. You know how he plays aggressively, innit?
Yeah,
you know he's like that in person as well. Anyone on that Chelsea team, you don't want to be fighting Rudiger. You want to fight someone else, man.
Yeah, but I'm on it though.
I'm on it.
I'm on it. Like no, but you see the way what he's gripping up, man. You know, I'm not having that. You know what I'm saying?
Guys walking away. I saw guys like this. You know, I'm not involved.
Was that Bamford?
Something like I don't even know, bro. But
man was all like this.
It was bad.
I'm like, bro, man was gripping up. You're some idiot. But anyway, go on. Sorry.
Yeah, man. But Leeds. The thing is, Leeds are even struggling this season. For them to come back 2-2 as well and dominate that game, really and truly, we're not blessed with like scoring last minute goals as well. So we literally got lucky. We caught life with that penalty as well. And Jorginho doing what he does best, scoring like clutch penalties. But he's been off form recently as well against United, against West Ham. Like a lot of his mistakes have led to the goals as well. So you know, it's a bit of a shaky period for us now. But we'll be back, man. Properly.
Yeah, I would say that, of course, you man have been inconsistent last couple of weeks and whatnot, dropping points here, there. Now, of course, Man City, as we said, as I said from weeks ago, that they were just going to creep back up the way up to the table, top of the table. And yeah, that is kind of due to your inconsistency. But I think it might be more down to the fact that you man keep chopping and changing from your team.
That's true, though.
Like, 1 week, Azpilicueta's playing. Azpilicueta is probably the heart and soul of your team. Yeah. He's playing, he's not playing, he's playing, he's not playing. Reece James, he's playing maybe 2-3 games, and he might get a little rest as well. Yeah. You're playing like Havertz up front. Werner's playing here, there. Lukaku coming back from injury. You man are a bit all over the place in terms of your squad selection, innit, at the moment. Tuchel knows what he's doing, obviously. You man will be fine innit, in the long run. But as of right now, it's just a little blimp in the road, and it's nothing too much, nothing too major. Leeds at the same time. Well, I don't know what's going on with them this season. Obviously, they played good yesterday. Rafinha was badding things up, but
he's always been a player, man.
I think like even for them, I think they're missing Bamford. Bamford hasn't. I don't know if that was Bamford getting grips up yesterday.
I don't think he played yesterday.
He was whoever number 14 was.
It wasn't him getting grips up.
Yeah, no. I think Bamford was number 9, innit? Yeah, it was there. So. Bamford not being there, and I think they've missed his presence a lot, innit? Yeah, the guy that scored their goal, the kid though, it was like their first teenager score for Leeds since James Milner.
That's a nice stat as well.
But he done that was a good goal to get in around Thiago Silva like that.
It was good build-up play from that as well. They didn't want to avoid the press, but in regards to Chelsea and the squad, it's like a blessing and a curse, isn't it? Because we're blessed with like having a big squad with talented players all over the pitch, so it allows us to chop and change, give players rest and everything. But the only bad thing about it is that you don't get any consistency with it. Like a lot of teams, they have that core midfield or core defense. Like defense ain't something you change as well.
Yeah, no.
And literally, we've played about 5 different defenders everywhere on the pitch and all the time as well. Like it's getting to that stage where I feel like after Christmas, Tuchel has to kind of go, alright, cool, this is my proper starting 11. If someone's missing because of injury, like nothing else. And fair enough, like. We do have a lot of competitions and there's rest here and there, and a lot of players do deserve to start and everything. But like, it's about getting that consistency and having like a winning squad and everything, innit?
Yeah. What's your thoughts on Lukaku since he's come back then? I know it's been a couple of games off the bench and whatnot, but
you know what it is? When Lukaku first came at the beginning of the season, it was good because he allowed like something different in it, that long ball and everything. But I feel like because he's been out for so long, the team's kind of adjusted to like playing through the lines with like Havertz and Pulisic and all these like, they're not strikers, they're like attackers that like roam through the lines and everything. So it's weird, like that team is used to doing that now, whereas Lukaku, he's not that type of player, even though he tries to, but he ain't got that technique for that. So like they ain't really switched up the long ball thing yet. So like he ain't really come in and gelled just yet, but I mean he got a goal in the Champions League game, so hopefully that slowly gets into it and everything, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I think for Leeds as well, they just need to kind of find their feet, man. Second half of the season will be big for them because I think they're sitting like bottom half of the table at the moment, and they're doing quite bad for their standard.
Yeah.
But
Do you think they survive?
Yeah, I think they survive. But they'll still finish mid-table. Just because of the fact that they'll have probably the big second half of the season when things start going. Like just like in last season, innit? They had a big second half season. Remember last season when they were open.
Yeah, it's true.
Because of the way they were playing style of play, and they couldn't figure it out in the Prem for the first couple of months, and then second half season they were just blowing teams out,
flying back.
So yeah, but yeah, man. Moving on, Man City, they obviously had their little sneaky 1-0 win against the Wolves yesterday. Raza Sterling, 100th Premier League goal.
Hey, shout him out. Only
27.
Yeah, one of the youngest.
So one of the youngest to do it.
He don't get enough praise, you know. I'll be real.
Why'd you say that though?
I feel like he gets a lot of. I don't know why. I feel like he gets a lot of slander. Like people aren't deep in how much he's done in such a short period of time. Like he's literally only 27.
Yeah,
like,
he's been about though for over 10 years.
Yeah,
you think of it from QPR days to Liverpool. Yeah, because we got him when he was at 16, 17, when he was starting. And he was this thing. But like in terms of his progression though, I wouldn't say he's slowed down in it yet, but it's like being at Man City is difficult because Pep likes to rotate as well in it a lot. True. So
especially that wing position.
So what the season before last when he scored like 20 something goals, like 27 goals, all competitions, whatever it was, and then last season where he was the first half of the season he was banging, firing goals, and second half of the season he got left out, and then same thing's happening this season where he's like playing here, there, you know what I'm saying? So it's like he can't find the level of consistency in it to be able to kind of progress in it with the team.
It's true. He's kind of become like a bench player kind of thing and everything. That's a good player to come off the bench, but he's not a bench player. Yeah,
he's just like a rotation. Like I would say he's like a rotational player, but it's like a lot of players at Man City are rotational in it. Like the only people that are really like keeping their place week in, week out is their goalkeeper, maybe Kyle Walker, Cancelo, Bernardo Silva right now. You know what I'm saying? Because they played the other day. Yesterday. They played what's his name again? Grealish. Yeah. Raza Sterling and Jesus.
Grealish is. By the way, he's a flop.
Whoa, man.
He's a £100 million flop.
You can't say that though because Jack Grealish is not a goal scorer. No, but what he does though, his performance-wise,
he's struggling to get on the pitch right now. He's struggling to get minutes.
That's not his fault because he was playing good when he was playing first like 5, 6, 7 games.
Playing good?
I think he was playing good. Still.
He accidentally scored.
I know, but he was playing decent. Like he just gelling into a system as well. That remember he ain't never played it at quality that high, innit?
It's true.
Apart from within England, so.
But you're looking at that Man City team. They can buy anyone and you look good. You're paying 100 million. That's not light, you know. It may be light to like Man City and their owners, but 100 million is a lot of money.
Yeah.
And if you're buying someone for that amount, and Grealish ain't just know anybody. Like, he's a baller, but he ain't doing much for that price tag as well.
Yeah, but then that just kind of leads back to the point, innit? Like, whereas everyone that they buy is rotational. Look at like Mahrez, De Bruyne, Foden. Them man was all on the bench yesterday.
Yeah,
you get me? And it's not like they're on the bench to rest because there's no more Champions League games midweek. Well, obviously we've got midweek games coming up now for the winter, innit? But like Wolves is still a difficult game. Liverpool was there last week and we just about, you know what I'm saying, got on a last minute Origi winner.
Yeah.
So it's a difficult place to go and play. Obviously, it's difficult to go and play there, innit? So I think, like, as I said, everyone's rotational over there. They got crazy depth, but it's gonna spark the debate that I want to have after we get into about the Liverpool game next. But I want to ask you something that's gonna spark a little debate. But as I said, everyone's, including Raza Sterling, and he had a stellar Euros as well with England.
He did still.
Come back talking about man leaving, getting transfer talks. You know what I'm saying?
I'm hearing Arsenal.
That's where his preferred destination is as well. He'd rather go Arsenal than go Barcelona at this moment in time.
I don't blame him because Barca, the Europa League now. That's a big fall off. That's nuts, you know. Barcelona,
You know what, though,
in the Europa League.
It was always gonna happen because they was never beaten by Munich the other day, man. Let's be honest.
No, of course, but like for them to be in that situation, that predicament, it
You know
just
what,
kind of
though?
shows like how bad they've become.
Yeah, they're in a bad situation, but it's a wake up call to maybe for them to realize how bad of a situation they're in. Innit?
Yeah.
Hopefully they get their finances sorted and they can try and But realistically, they got the players though, like because they still got PK, you still got this Ter Stegen in goal, Busquets, Jordi Alba. You know, they still got the core players in that team.
That's the crazy thing. Their squad is actually very good.
Very good
for their position.
Very
It
good.
doesn't make any sense.
But they just can't gel. They can't glue, and that just shows you how good Messi was for them in the last couple of seasons.
It's true.
They still got, I'm saying, Coutinho, Dembele, Memphis, De Jong, Frankie De Jong. They got Pedri, that Gavi. They got players. They got players, and they got a bit of depth as well with it. So it just shows, isn't it? Like Messi was a big part of that. But anyway, going back to Man City and of course the Wolves game, Jimenez as well got sent off in quick succession. 2 yellows, boy.
Do you think that was deserved?
I don't know, man. It's a bit questionable, isn't it? It's a bit questionable. As I said, the Man City caught life in it.
They did.
Man City caught life still.
Because Wolves, they were putting up a battle.
But as I said, they did against us as well. They're a hard team to play against.
Yeah.
They haven't conceded many goals this season either, innit? So they are doing what. And then we got to remember, Wolves are like, what, 6th, 7th in the league? They're up there.
Yeah. Surprisingly, I didn't expect it.
Yeah, because they had a bad start to the season.
Yeah, awful start. And Jimenez wasn't really finding his feet at the beginning as well.
Yep, now that boy's back, fam. With a little headband doing his thing still. But let me move on anyway to Liverpool, man. Liverpool Aston Villa yesterday. The return of Stevie G in that Anfield. Big time. Bro. Big time. I didn't feel like they done him enough justice.
I hear you still.
Obviously, I know they was paying tribute to one of our old players that passed away, innit? So obviously they shed light more on that, but they should have had some sort of Gerrard thing there, the 8 or something in the crowd instead of that 5 for that man. Yeah. Give him a guard of honour or something, you know.
It's true,
that's Stevie G, you know, Captain
like
Fantastic.
Stevie G is actually that guy at Liverpool, fam. As soon as he came to the stadium, everyone.
Listen, you see, this is why I say they should give him a guard of honour, because the shirt that man wearing today, he paved the way, you know what I'm saying, over the last 10, 15 years for the club, innit? So he realistically, that man should give him guard of honour, clapping him, forget his player, just him. You know, come by himself, and clap in the
like
crowd.
This.
Yep, thank you, let's get to the game, because Steven Gerrard means everything to Liverpool, innit? Everything.
True,
so it's good though to see him kind of
back in
the stadium, managing as well, a good Aston Villa side. A very tough game.
Yeah.
And I was saying this prior to the game, if we were to lose to them, I wouldn't be upset.
Would you?
No, I wouldn't be. Long term, I wouldn't be upset, because obviously I know that Gerrard will coming to us next to manage Liverpool next, innit? Yeah. So I want to see him beat the likes of the Liverpools and the Chelseas and the Man Cities and whatnot with the team he's got, because then I know that tactically is where he needs to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know that mentally he's not going to be where he needs to be coming to Liverpool from Aston Villa, because we're in a different situation. We're a winning team. They're not a winning team like that, and they're not consistently.
Yeah, that's true.
So if he's got his tactics right to beat winning teams, I know that he's going to come in and be able to do something. You get what I'm saying? When he comes to us, isn't it? But it was a tough game. He did do well tactically against us. Yeah. They had the opportunities.
I feel like that game, they didn't really have enough going like attackively. Like they didn't really like they created that 1 or 2 chances at the end. Like second half and everything, or the first half, whatever. But like, I feel like they sat back a lot in that game and allowed. But I mean, it caused Liverpool a lot of problems because they were so deep. Liverpool couldn't really do what Liverpool do. But from an Aston Villa point of view, if I'm a fan watching that game, I'm waiting for something to happen and nothing's coming. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. They didn't really create much.
Yeah.
And of course, we were doing a lot of creating as you were. Remember, that's at Anfield, isn't it? Like, not a lot of teams can come there and you know what I'm saying, put us on the back foot for a lot of the games. So it's just about having your tactics right, innit? And of course, they've done enough to basically not concede in it. And they didn't concede an open play because we scored a penalty. Yeah. So, but of course, we had a lot of opportunities to actually score as well. We wasn't as consistent as what we should have been. Of course, my boy Mo Salah, he's back on the score sheet. Well, not back on the score sheet. Yeah. Carrying on the score sheet. I think it's 20 in like 21 games this season or something like that. And he's got like 9-10 assists as well.
If Liverpool wins something this season,
he's got to win a Ballon d'Or. He's got to go out for Ballon d'Or next year. I was thinking yesterday as well.
And if he wins AFCON or something like that,
as well, that's exactly what I was thinking as well.
Can't lie, you have to give it to him.
I was thinking to myself, Liverpool win a league or a Champions League this season. He wins AFCON, does win AFCON. He's got to be up there for Ballon d'Or. He has to be.
Because I don't see anyone having a season like his.
And there's no tournament in the summer, innit? This year, so it's going to be all domestic.
World Cup, no?
Yeah, but it's in Qatar in end of the year, innit? It's in like November, December time, innit? So yeah. But let me spark this debate now, anyway.
God, let me hear it.
Because since we spoke about Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, the question I got for the people there, and yourself, of course, we're going to debate is the number 9 dead?
Right.
And then what I say by that, let me explain, is the likes of Liverpool, we don't play with out and out number 9, innit, and yet we are front runners to, I'm saying, league goals scored in it this season,
that's true.
Salah scored how many goals? Salah's a winger. Man City, all of last season, De Bruyne, Foden, Mahrez was their front three, had no striker, and we spoke about how they need a striker, are they going to need a striker, whatever. They're top of the league.
Even their striker, Jesus, turned into a winger.
He's like a winger, basically, Raza Sterling's a winger. You know what I'm saying? That's their goal scorers. Gundogan's a midfielder. And we spoke about, do they need a number 9, a Harry Kane or whatever, a Lewandowski, a Haaland? Do they? Who knows? Because they're top of the league. Chelsea,
true.
Obviously you got Lukaku now, but last season you won Champions League with the likes of Havertz, Werner. Werner's not a striker.
It's true.
And Ziyech and Pulisic. All your main attacking threats last season was all wingers.
And we don't even look comfortable with Lukaku right now as well.
PSG, Messi, Neymar, Mbappe. None of them are strikers. So you got to look at it like this. All the biggest teams in Europe.
Mbappe's a bit of a striker.
I wouldn't though, man. I wouldn't, because Mbappe's best play comes from out wide.
True.
Because he's quick and skillful and he cuts in and plays twos and gets around defenders and that.
I
But
hear that.
all the biggest teams, we probably say in Europe, that are probably going to make it far into Europe, like Champions League and whatnot, apart from Bayern Munich with Lewandowski. All their goals and whatnot, their attacking players, all coming from wingers. So my question to you is the number 9 dead?
You know what it is, it's a good question. I can't lie. You got me, fam. Because, like, if you're looking at recent, like, all the top teams and like teams that are winning stuff and everything, all their teams don't really have a traditional number 9. Like, there's not a let me hold it up or anything, bring people into play or something. It's more fluid. I guess that's due to how like the game of football's played now, isn't it? It's not all like a 4-4-2, like just hoof it up there and then bring people there. It's more build up from the back.
Glitz and glamour.
Yeah, literally small passes here and there till you get up there instead of going up there and then spraying it and everything. But I don't think it's dead.
But why though?
Because although these teams are good, they're like, for example, Man City, like, amazing team. They're hard, like, won the league, got to the finals of the Champions League last season and everything. But every game we review them, and we have glimpses of play where it's like, they could have, although they're winning, they could have dominated that game if a number 9 was in this position or that position. Just because the wingers are like, they're good, but they don't have that like positional play, all them elements that a traditional number 9 would have. They lack that little bit extra. Do you know what I mean? Like,
nah, I hear you.
Like
I hear
Bayern Munich, they're a complete team. They're a problem.
I hear what you're saying, and Bayern Munich's a good example of the number 9 being a lifestyle, because Lewandowski is the best striker in the world, isn't it? It has been for a few years. But I think overall, there's only 2 teams that I can think of, that really compete for Champions League football, winning it, you know what I'm saying? And winning it by, not say a margin, but quite comfortably, yeah? And that's Bayern Munich with Lewandowski and Real Madrid with Benzema.
Yeah.
Benzema's, that's a complete striker and a complete forward. He can do it all.
Yeah.
He can drop in, he can play that traditional number 9, everything. Yeah, he can go out wide and play. He's a serious player. Yeah, he's a serious player. Not enough recognition in it for Benzema, but he's serious. But that's 2 teams that I say, yeah, cool. They're the only 2 teams I can think of that have traditional number 9s, and we can make the argument for the number 9 isn't dead in it. Yeah, it's still alive because of them 2 man there. But there's no other teams in Europe that to me stand out and say, yeah, you've got a traditional number 9 and you're a serious team. You're going to compete with that number 9. Erling Haaland's probably the next best striker, and he plays for Dortmund. They're not going to compete.
Yeah, it's true.
Ronaldo at Man United, is Ronaldo really a striker? Ronaldo is a winger evolved into a striker.
Yeah.
But he's the laziest footballer in the world. So you get me? So he's a striker that don't press, he just waits for something to happen, and he plays out wide a lot, innit? You feel what I'm saying? So it just sparks the debate. Of course, I want to hear what the people at home and the people on the other side of the camera got to say about that as well. In terms of like, is the number 9 dead? Because me personally, I feel like it isn't. And you know what we'll see? We're about to review this at the end of season when whoever wins the league, Champions League, innit? And we'll see what teams come out on top in it and maybe their reasons why. But moving forward, Man United, Norwich, another penalty. Ronaldo as well, who's just talking about.
Yeah.
He done nothing in the game.
Absolutely nothing. And couple chops.
That's him and Rashford looked like them man had been drinking the night before, fam. Oh my God. Bro. Rashford, not so much Ronaldo in it, because Ronaldo was trying in it, but Rashford, I don't know what's going on. The whole game, I was just saying to him, Ronaldo, kept saying to him, Rashford's crap, fam. Like, so what's going on, man? Because before the injuries in that year, maybe 2-3 seasons ago, bro, my man, in my head, it was like one of the baddest players, you know, 100. Guy, like, can go any team, baddest player, like, he's up there the same level as Mbappe kind of thing, like that sort of talent in it,
Even when he came back from the injury.
First couple of games, nice. But since then, he scored like in his first 2 games. Yeah. And since then, Donny's gone quiet. Silencio, por favor, fam. You get me, bruv? He's gone quiet. My man's...
Oh, man.
I don't know what's going on with him. Yesterday, oh my God, he looked like he was so off the pace. And then they took off Sancho, fam.
Yeah, I can't lie, because the thing is, Sancho was having a game, you know.
He was having the first half. He was having the first half.
But recently, Sancho's been stepping up.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, I feel like they've just violated him, taking him off as well. Like.
He was playing like a free roll, like a Bruno thing. Yeah. All over the place, and it was working. Like, it was nice. I think it's a good little connection they have, him and Bruno playing that for like 3 roles. Because they just move around. They're both men that don't really stop running, innit? And that's something that I ain't really seen Sancho do before. At his Dortmund days, he would stay out on the wing quite a lot. But he would switch wings, but he'd be out on the wing. He wouldn't be playing this sort of role, but he's working hard.
Yeah, he would try to do the 1v1 thing, but you can't really do that in the Prem.
In the Prem, now you get moved to still. Yeah, he's not strong enough for that, fam.
But I'll be real though, Norwich dominated a lot of that game. They played well.
Listen.
Like, they did not play like they were 20th.
Listen.
But what was it? Did Norwich play well, or were United just shit?
You know what? I saw the thing on Sky Sports and at the article this morning talking about Manchester United being lackadaisical and whatnot, or whatever they're saying about them. But you know what? I've got to give a lot of credit to Norwich. They played really good, bro. Like, really good. This is the same Man United team we see week in, week out. McTominay, Fred in the middle, Bruno, Ronaldo, Sancho. You know what I'm saying? Same back 4, basically. Yeah. So there's no real kind of reason or excuse for them playing the type of like lethargic or anything like that, because they're playing the same team. You know what I'm saying? You can't say the man are tired. Allow that. Like, they was already through Champions League during the week, so they didn't play their strongest team and all that.
They played the whole youth team.
Yeah, exactly. So the man are all rejuvenated and fresh. Yeah. But you see Norwich, a couple of standout players, the left back, that come in. Wow, the guy with the top knot.
Yeah.
Wow. He looked good still. Player. And apparently he was only coming because someone's injured as well. Yeah. He's not even their first choice left back. I said,
They're playing for a move.
Something. But you know what? Norwich do produce a lot of good players though in the academy and stuff like that. But nah, he played really good. That guy, he stood out to me. I was watching the game and I was like, who is this guy? Like, I was like, who is this guy? But he was playing really good in it. And then But no, I think as a unit, they played really well. And as you said, they didn't look like a team that's sitting in bottom.
No.
With a minus flipping 21, 31 goal difference over it as well.
And De Gea saved them a couple of times as well. There was one chance Pukki had. That was going bins. Any other keeper that goes in, even
and
Mendy.
They had another guy. I think it's like Rudy or something like that. Like the number 7. He was decent as well. He had a good chance as well that De Gea saved. But nah, man. Norwich, hopefully they can kind of get out there. That little rut. I don't know. They're not going to, obviously, but they're putting up a good kind of good battle.
They're looking good while going down, isn't it?
Exactly. But you know what is when they was up in the Premier before 2 seasons ago, before they went down again. They played against us on opening day and we beat them like 4-3 or something like that. And they put up a good fight. You know what I'm saying? So they do put up a good fight in it,
It's like, the big teams.
But it's like they just can't. They just, you know what I'm saying? They're getting whitewashed every game. Yeah, man. And then it come to me.
What?
I saw who was playing in their back line. Ozan Kabak. Yep. I clocked it. I was like, because you know what it was? I seen the stat count saying they got the goal difference against in it was like 31. And I said, wow, that is mad.
That's crazy.
It's early. There's like 14 games in the season, something like that.
It's not even New Year's, fam.
You feel me?
That's mad.
So I'm saying, wow, that's a lot of goals, you know, like this early in the season. Then now I've seen number 15 or whether it was 14, 15, Ozan Kabak. And I said, these men have got Kabak. I said, that's the reason why. I said, that's the reason why their man are down. Because
secret agent.
When we got him on loan from Schalke last season, Schalke were at like second bottom from the league or bottom in German league, and their goal difference was nuts as well. Their minus thing was like 20, 30 goals as well when he was there, and I was like, okay.
That's nuts, you know. If it's minus like that, someone in the defence has to go, fam.
Him? Bro, he was in Germany at Schalke, big team, you know, big club. And they're down there, down bad when he's there.
Wait, Schalke, the team where they had man ducking down the players and everything.
What?
When they had man ducking... what's the left back? The left wing back that was at Arsenal.
When?
Kolasinac.
Yeah. You
remember when Schalke and even Mustafi?
Yeah.
When the fans were chasing the players.
I ain't even seen that, you know.
Bruv. The fans know what I'm talking about. The fans were chasing the players.
But rightly so. Shall I tell you why? Because Schalke, you have to say, you got to remember, Schalke are a big club. Huntelaar and them players there from way back. This is my point.
I would have chased them as well.
Bro, this was last season. Bro. This is when Kabak was there first half of the season and Liverpool decided to pick him up on the loan option to buy. The option to buy got draped out the way and said, you man can have him back.
Keep him.
And now obviously he's gone to Norwich now. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. But we got him because he was like, he's a good prospect. The problems that was happening at Schalke wasn't his fault, this and that. They were his fault. Because when he's from Liverpool, he was dead too. Then he's gone Norwich and then man they conceded 31 goals.
Problems.
You feel me? So Norwich, get rid of Kabak. He's the issue. You man get rid of him January, you might just stay up.
He's a bad apple, man.
But anyway, man, moving on as well to Arsenal. Yeah, you man are doing your thing still. It's peak.
You know, it ain't even Arsenal today, man.
It's not even. It's peak still. 3-0 piece against Southampton. That's a W. But before we get into the game, though, you see the madness of Aubameyang?
I see him getting a tattoo.
Same.
When guys were in the Emirates, I said, what's going on? I can't lie, they need to take away his captain armband.
You think?
Yeah, because this ain't the first time that he's had a disciplinary.
Nah, it's not. Yeah, it's the second time, I think. No,
you can't, as a captain, you can't be doing the man thing. You can't be getting tattoos while guys are trying to get 3 points and you're the captain. I'm hearing that tense. Even when they travel and everything, man, he disappears sometimes as well. He's just out. He's just outside and no one knows.
Yeah. Listen, Aubameyang's just trying to live his life, baby boy lifestyle, fam. That's what he's trying to do.
I'm still a baby boy.
I don't know what's going on with him. I feel like, bro, he's having a bad kind of spell at the moment in terms of goal scoring, and he's scoring like 6-7 games, but that's still Aubameyang, innit? Yeah, you can't say nothing, you can't take nothing away from him. I was talking to someone about it like yesterday, saying that my man right now, and a lot of players, use Ozil as an example. Yeah. Go to Arsenal, play a couple of seasons, bad it up, whatnot for them, like what their man did and have done. And then that's it. They get the big contract. Yeah, then they say, no, this is it. This is time. I'm settling here now. I'm nice. Aubameyang signed a new deal last season. Yeah, $350 a week.
Yeah, he's nice. Still.
Come on, bro. Like, you think
he's
he
got
cares
a rainbow
about
color Lamborghini?
You get me? He's laughing. Got the marble thing going on as well. Whatever. Yeah, with a little rap dynamite thing. But you see, like what he's on. Yeah. He's like, I'm Bob. Yeah, we're in a good. The club in actually improving, whatnot. He's like, you know what? Let me just sit here for the vibes, training ground vibes.
He's actually here for the vibes.
Just spend my bread
for the vibes.
You know what I'm saying? Do my thing on the weekend, go out, whatnot, blah blah blah. Sit on my 350k a week, and just retire here. What's he now? 31, 32?
Yeah, he's catching on still.
And he just signed big deal.
If you're Mikel Arteta, sorry, I'm a little bit English there. And you're looking at your captain, and he's doing all of this and everything. Yeah, would you take the captain armband away? And if you do, who would you give it to?
Firstly, I think that would mess up the morale in the team anyway, because Aubameyang's a loved character in that dressing room, innit? Yeah. But yeah, I probably would take it from him, because it's happened too many times, that he just kind of does what he wants. He's not a real leader anyway, innit? He only got it out of default because Xhaka got stripped of it before, because man was just started swearing at the fans and all that madness. I don't even know how he's still playing for the club anyway.
What a guy, man. Give it back to him.
I was about to say, I'd probably consider maybe giving it back to him, because he's got a lot of heart in it. Yeah,
he does.
If that Gabriel guy, the centre back, I don't know what his English is like. Yeah. But if he's got good communication, English and whatnot, he could be a good leader for that club. I think he's only like 23.
Yeah, he's young. His hairline's not young, but like he's young.
But he went Turkey and got the. No. Okay. He didn't go Turkey. He got the the barber thing, the spray thing. Yeah, he got the spray hairline, fam. That mad thing. Yeah,
artificial.
I think he gets that done for the game. Cause that thing get in the shower, that thing gone.
Yeah,
anyway.
Man.
But yeah, if maybe not now, but for the future, Gabriel could happily and easily take that, because he's got some fight and some spirit in the minute. It's like Brazilian, but. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'd probably maybe get back to someone like Xhaka because of the seniority in the team. He's been there for a while. I wouldn't give it to like a Partey, because he hasn't been there that long, and he's injury prone.
I thought that'll be a bit of a rush move.
And then their whole back lines were basically new in terms of like Tomiyasu, Ben White, Gabriel, and still left at Tavares. The man all new practically. Yeah. And then midfield, like Saka's young, Emma Smith-Rowe's young.
Yeah, that's too much responsibility.
Yeah, exactly. The only players you can really think of is that Xhaka and like Lacazette. Yeah. That's it. And the thing is with Lacazette and Arteta is how consistently you're going to play him, because you can't have a captain. There's a difference between a club captain and your team captain, your match day captain, in it. Like, so it's a tricky one, isn't it? But maybe that's why he couldn't answer the question yesterday. Yeah, in the press conference, because maybe he don't know in it what he's gonna do, because he ain't got no consistent players like that are leaders in it, like in that, apart from Xhaka. And
he was a bit too new to kind of give it.
Exactly. But let's not overshadow that in terms of their game yesterday, because they played really well. What was your thoughts on them?
I can't lie, they really impressed me. Still, I feel like it should have even been more. I think they hit the post about 2-3 times or something. I feel like Saka was having a game, even especially Odegaard. That's like 2 and 2 as well. Yeah, I can't lie. Beginning of the season, I was laughing at Arsenal. I said, "This team is rubbish, rubbish." But right now, they're definitely getting Europa, 100%. They're not getting top 4, but they're gonna be up there, man. I feel like they're slowly getting back to where they were prior to the little 10th place thing or whatever. But I feel like right now it's steady progression, man. They're looking good.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think that there was like fifth in the table the other day after behind West Ham, and then I think they lost that game the other day, last week, whoever it was, and then there was like 7th, 8th again. Yeah,
so obviously almost overtook United.
So the league table is fluctuating a lot though. It's quite tight between like 4th and like 8th, innit? So
that's true.
But what you're saying is correct. I agree. Like the ceiling for them, pinnacle, is definitely Europa League for next season. Champions League, that's a bit of a stretch for them. As good as they are playing,
there's too many good teams for them.
Yeah, exactly. As good as they are playing, they can't beat the big teams.
Yeah, no.
If you can't beat the big teams, then you're not going to make it into Europe, innit? Like Leicester was the same kind of thing last season, innit? Leicester and West Ham, they couldn't beat the big teams. They couldn't make it into Champions League. Yeah. So that's just the key thing for Arsenal, and it's just kind of consistency. Win the games you need to win, basically. No one's going to expect you to win the top 4 games. Yeah. Make it into Europa League. And just get back to where you were in it, because obviously last season it was a bad finish for them, and that's why people it's just a mockery club in it. But
that's true.
Pump a little bit of money in, maybe January or so, get another player or so.
Yeah, you never know what could happen.
Exactly, you never. I mean, Arsenal's still like a unique selling point, fam, to a lot of players in it, in terms of like destination.
Their history is mad as well.
Exactly. As you were saying, Raza Sterling said that his preferred destination over Barcelona, innit? So obviously probably because it's London, it's where he's from and whatnot, north. So we'll see if Arsenal in it. And of course Southampton, them man are doing bad though. They are getting quite bad, boy.
You know what I think it is, yeah? I feel like they really failed to replace Ings. Like, their attacking threats, they just didn't replace him properly. Like, they got that new guy, Armstrong.
Armstrong.
He's rubbish. I can't even lie to you, man.
He does everything but score goals.
Yeah,
I think one of them sort of
he
players,
can't kick a ball straight, man. It's mad. But like, yeah, defense wins you a lot. But like, you need an out and out striker, man. Because Adams was never that guy to like kind of pull them through. And if he
needs a partner, innit?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He needs a main partner as well, and they just don't have that, man.
Gineppo's nice though. We'll take him. You know, we like to take the players from Southampton. So Gineppo, if he wants to come to us in summer, we'll take him still. Yeah,
they've got a couple good players, man. Especially they invested heavily in Chelsea's like youth system as well. And you know what? They're coming through right now, but
it's coming through for you lot. It's more of a benefit for you, man, because Livramento is going to be worth 25-30 million at the end of the season.
100, we're taking him back. Yeah, man. It's long.
Yeah, man. But then, of course, last game as well to discuss. Last game of the day as well. Leicester versus Newcastle. 4-0 to Leicester. I don't even want to talk about Leicester. I want to talk about Newcastle because what is going on, man? Like, they won last week. Done well, you know what I'm saying? 3 points away from the drop zone. Yeah. And then they go and lose again today.
Yeah, man.
Big, too.
I'll be real, man. Them getting the richest investor in a club ever, wasn't going to save them. I think they're going to get relegated.
I'm still betting against it.
But if you're looking at a team, they've got 2 players there and everything, but they're not winning. And their main captain is costing them goals as well. I know. Every week he's doing something foolish.
Lascelles. Like. Yeah, I know. It's bad. I saw it today and I was like, because you know what is for a lot of years I've liked Lascelles and I've always thought to myself like, I only found out he was English like maybe like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And I was
he's got that French name.
Yeah. So I was thinking, like, I can't see never playing for England because a couple weeks back Newcastle doing alright and whatnot mid-table and that bare man like Tarkowski and them man are getting called up. Like how come he's not getting called up? I saw it today. He's dreadful. And you know what? He's making mistakes. He's laying the ball when he can just play out. Yeah, literally. And he's just like he's going out for friends. The camera's bare zooming in his face, and he's just like he's not even screaming. He don't know what's going on. Yeah, he's like he don't know what's going on. And I'm like, bro, you're gonna be one of the first man to get replaced because it's not really the midfield. It's not really the attacking. It's their defense. Their defense is dead, man. Their defense is dead
because they've got players in the midfield and attack. Like their attack is really good. Like, if everyone stays fit and everything, they've got a good attack.
Bro, the worst thing about it is that, you know the defense is bad because Matthew has to play right back and he's not a right back.
That's mad, you know.
Do you know what I'm saying? Man's having to play a right back and he's a right midfielder.
Oh, I need to get onto one of the players as well. What's his name? Not Loughton. What's the Brazilian one?
Oh, Joe Linton.
Linton! You're not Brazilian.
He's not a striker.
I don't know what you are, but you're a fraud, fam. He's a bad player. He's bad. Like, he looks so stiff. Like, he's actually a brick just moving. And his name's Joe Linton. It's not Lindinho or anything. He ain't Brazilian. I don't know where he's from.
Bro, man's name's Joe Linton, fam.
Nah, he's British, man. That's the most British. He's Scottish.
He has to be something like that. But you know what's weird,
to the Scottish man out there, though. You're ballers, but like...
You know what's weird, though, like... You come in thinking he's a bags man. He scored goals previous club, but big piece, bro. He's basically Rondon 2.0.
On God, he actually
he's
is.
basically Rondon 2.0. Fam.
He's Chupaminto. How do you say his name?
Chupamoting
when he was at Stoke.
No, it's not. But he got a big move though.
Sorry.
PSG after that. But here what? No. Joe Linton, my man's basically playing centre midfield right now. Callum Wilson's playing up front. He's basically playing behind him and he's just running all over the place. Stats wise, I don't get it because man's like 6'3" striker, like looking like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna be a proper number 9 or something. Yeah. And Donny's all over the place.
He's flipping as well.
He's all over the place, bro. The worst part, for Newcastle is that they need to get players that are gonna be able to complement St. Maximin. Yeah. If they got any chance of staying up, they need to get players that are gonna complement St. Maximin's game. To get him involved as much as possible because Donny's having to do the most against games, having to beat 3-4 players to look effective.
I know he's tired.
100. He don't press. Tired. He don't press. I watched the game. I watched the games. He don't press. Everyone's pressing. He's not pressing. And it's not because he don't want to, because he knows his team's dead. I'm going to press for what?
It's going to make no difference.
Yeah, it's going to make no difference. So it's like, it's no point. So he's not pressing. I feel sorry for him right now.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, it's a sticky situation for someone like him because they got new owners in it, yeah? So they're going to be heavily invested in soon.
Yeah.
Next month. So it's like, for him, it's like, when do you kind of draw the line? If you're looking at getting relegated, it's like, do you leave?
Yeah.
If they get relegated, he has to go. He has to go in it. But it's like January times.
A team will nab him.
January times, it's like, bro, are you looking at your options or are you waiting to see what the club do?
I mean, I feel like he knows that he's like proper loved at Newcastle, especially after. If there was no investments, I feel like he would leave. But because of the investments and everything, he knows that if they make it through the end, next season could be very promising and everything. So I feel like even if I was him, you just have to ride it out and see how it goes, man.
And do you feel like Eddie Howe has come? How do you think he's done since he's come? I know he's been like his third game or something in charge, but
you know, it's a weird shit to take control of them because they've like won, lost, drawn. There's been no like consistency and everything. But you know that Eddie Howe is like a short-term manager. Like he's not here for the long run. And I know he's trying to impress, but like I don't think it's working right now.
Maybe he's just basically doing everything he can with what he's been given, innit? Like in terms of like the squad, innit? But I just don't feel like he's being demanding enough, innit? Like he's quite a relaxed kind of guy anyway, like a manager, innit?
He seems like an academy
manager. That's what he's like, an academy manager. He's quite young and whatnot, innit? But he's not like he's not being demanding enough of these players, and you can tell that on the pitch. The only people that's really playing with much urgency is like John Shelby.
Yeah.
He's trying to get things done. He's you know what I'm saying? He's swinging it about and whatnot. Yeah, like he had a good couple of volleys in that looked like they're going in and getting blocked or something like that, or like saves.
Yeah.
He's like, he's doing well. He's playing.
Yeah,
He's always been a player, innit? So he's doing well, but I don't know, man. I don't know. In terms of them, I don't know. And also, same thing, other side of the thing, Leicester as well.
Yeah.
Daka scored. James Maddison played bad today as well. Oh,
he played decent, you know.
Bro, I was like, that's the James Maddison that we've all missed.
Goal and an assist. And who's the striker? I don't really know. Daka, Daka.
He's
well as well, man.
He's ultra quick. He's ultra quick, but the goal he scored was good. Man dropped the backflip and afterwards. Nasty.
Thinking, my knees, I can't do that one.
Yeah, but Leicester looking good. I don't know about top 4 for them or top 6.
No.
I think that Arsenal are coming too strong this season. Man United
and West Ham as well.
West Ham, and I don't think they're better than either Arsenal or West Ham at this moment in time.
Do you think they miss out in Europa?
Yeah, I think they do because I think Arsenal and West Ham hold them places.
Yeah,
I think they'll get into the conference thing. Then again, we still got. Let's not let go of or take Tottenham out of that conversation because
we really forgot about Tottenham.
Because Tottenham are like 5th right now in the league, no? They haven't played, innit? Because obviously they got COVID, but before the COVID hit, because they couldn't play this weekend, they were 5th, and Conte hasn't lost. James, I think he's played they've won 4 games already or something under him.
Yeah, no, it's true.
So let's not discount them. And of course, another little announcement actually on top of that is that from next week we're gonna have a new member with us. Joey, you're gonna see him, and he is a Tottenham fan. So we're gonna hear his perspective. There's not many Tottenham fans out there, so we're gonna hear his perspective. Maybe his take on Harry Kane, the new manager, all of that. We'll quiz it next week, you know.
Because Tottenham have become that little forgotten club.
They have, they have. But that would be good to have him on next week, man. But I think it's time to wrap it up, man, for today. I think we got through everything through this weekend. Yeah. Of course, there's a lot of games coming thick and fast now. Winter period, so games midweek, weekend.
A lot of chops and changes.
So it's going to be long. It's going to be a lot of injuries. AFCON coming in January, so it's due to get real busy. Real busy.
Liverpool right now, man.
Yeah, I know. We got Firmino coming off injury though, so him and Jota are going to have to hold this shit. You know what I'm saying? Going to hold firm. But
that one.
We'll see, man. We'll see what happens. But listen, stay tuned. We'll be back again next week. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I've been Tyler.
Your boy Simba.
We'll see you again next week.